お前の前にいるのは1000年以上生きた魔法使いだ。
Yo, it's your man MAS. I am back. Yes, I am alive. It's not like I disappeared, really. Still here, just a bunch of stuff that, I'm doing, and, life happens. But, I'm back with the anime reviews. This is something that I genuinely love to do, so it doesn't really feel like work. It doesn't really feel like a thing. But, I may disappear from time to time. It happens. But, we're back with more Frieren videos. I know the last video I got roasted. It's okay. It's my opinion, right? If you don't like the video, don't watch it, right? But I don't think it's really gonna deter me from still giving my input on anime. I've watched a million anime. So yeah, I'm gonna give my opinion. That's what this channel is all about, giving my unbiased opinion on these anime reviews. And hopefully a lot of you guys feel the same way as I do about whatever anime I'm reviewing. Ironically enough, I do feel like a lot of people felt the same way in regards to Jujutsu Kaisen. Amazing anime, but for the most part, it's mid, right? It really is mid. The only thing that it really excels in is action. But, me kind of seeing the sentiments of a lot of, fellow anime lovers, they kind of felt the same way too. It's like, yeah, but it's kind of obvious. Like, I don't fully get the craze. The only thing I can kind of condone with Jujutsu Kaisen is like, yeah, that action is no joke. But story-wise, this is all based upon what I've watched, all right? Not the manga, not seeing into the future, not reading the written scribbles, the written notes. Like, no, this is solely based upon the anime episodes, nothing else. Not judging it off of any other piece of information. It's mid, point blank. If you disagree, you can comment, but that's still gonna be my opinion. But moving past all of that, so we got more Frieren videos. Yes, episode 1 through 5. I think I titled it another anime about nothing or something like that. Still a very good anime, but here's my thing. And remember, that video was judged from episodes 1 through 5. This video is judged through episodes 5 through 10. 5 through 10, if you're an anime lover like myself, 5 through 10 is what's gonna capture your attention. Here's the thing, from what I understand, Frieren is like a cultural craze. And rightfully so, it's a damn good anime, I can't lie. Like, maybe episodes 1 through 5 are like a little bit slow, but episodes 5 through 10, you're talking about that anime sauce, you're talking about that ability to get you addicted to watching. Episodes 5 through 10 does it. Now, if you have the attention span to last through episodes 5 to 10, salute to you, but I feel like most anime fans, they just don't. They don't, unless it has the My Hero sauce, the One Piece sauce, the Naruto sauce. Like it's an actual like storyline, like formula to it that like they do it in such a way to get you addicted right away. So I don't really want to call Frieren a slow burn, because it's really not. But I feel like the attention span of so many anime watchers nowadays is like, if you don't capture their attention right away, man, you talking about Frieren is like the best anime. I was like, nah, this thing is mid. This thing isn't good. Like you damn near have to catch people's attention span like off jump, myself included. Otherwise, we're just not gonna give you a chance. But no, Frieren is really, really good. Episodes 5 through 10, if you're an anime lover, that's probably what's gonna really sell you. That's what really sold me. Episodes 1 through 5 are quality. They're not bad. Like, it's a quality show. But in terms of like, if you're watching Frieren and you're watching episodes 1 through 5 and you're expecting to get that Naruto feeling, that Rurouni Kenshin feeling, that My Hero feeling, like, it's not. It's not that kind of anime, but the storytelling isn't that dynamic enough that it's gonna capture your attention like that. All right, but the thing about Frieren is that the story is so original. I haven't really seen a story like this in quite a long time. I haven't seen an anime like this, in my personal opinion, in quite a long time, and it's really, really refreshing. Like, it's a story that's actually talking about someone who defeated their own demon king. You see all these isekais, and there's always a demon king, a devil king, some evil that like, the show is meant for you to never defeat him. You never quite see his face, right? But this show, off the bat, they they whooped him. He's gone. Frieren and her previous party, they done away with him. All right. I'm like, oh wow, that's different, because most times that's anime selling point. It's like, we can't actually have him be defeated. That's their journey goal, to defeat so and so. This anime is done, right? And there's more story to it. How do you defeat the Demon King and you still have a story to tell? That's Frieren, right? So it kind of tells the story of them defeating it, and her talking about her journey with, you know, her friends and all this other yada yada yada, right? That's what I mean. Like, it's kind of like a slow burn, because it's like there's a lot of, I want to say like a lot of time lapses between present day, current day. Frieren doesn't really age, so, you know, years later she sees her friends. Her friends are aging, so it's kind of like a time lapse between her reality versus her comrades' reality and them passing. And I talk about this later on my show notes, but this, like, here's my thing, right? Frieren is fire. Episodes 5 through 10 will get you addicted, but it's still not really about anything. Like, if I had to be honest, from what I can tell, this is me just judging it off of 5 through 10, right? The story is based upon her trying to get to a place to talk to her dead friends again. That from what I understand, that is the gist of it. To talk to her dead friends again, that maybe she wants to tell them something, or they have something important to tell her. But yeah, and here's the thing, that could be a personal bias of mine. Like, that I would give to the commenters or the viewers, right? I personally prefer stories that there is a purpose. There's like a dire need, where it's like, you need to either save the world, defeat this particular villain, save that princess, like an actual goal, not like the goal is elective. Like, all right, like they're doing this to kind of, you know, see their friend again, but their friend isn't in danger. They're just going on a really dangerous journey just cause. Like, it's not like, even with these isekais, like, there's a purpose. Like, hey, we want you to save the world. We brought you to this world for your expertise, for something, you know, something of substance, not like for leisure, if that makes sense. So, I mean, that's Frieren, and there's a lot of anime that don't have that feel, but I'm not gonna give them the crown of like the best anime ever, because there's slices of life. There's romance anime. Like, hey, my goal is to fall in love with her. Her goal is to fall in love with me. That is fine if that is your plot, if that is your anime plot. That is fine. But to say like, oh, this is in the tiers of, you know, Demon Slayer, or, you know, My Hero, like Jujutsu Kaisen, like, it's not in those tiers if that is your sole purpose. It needs to be a better driving force. So Frieren, in my opinion, honestly, again, just based on episodes 5 through 10, there's no real driving force. The driving force is very much elective, and it doesn't feel dangerous. It's like, it's dangerous, but like she's choosing to do it. So how much can it like, but besides that point, when I say the anime sauce, 5 through 10 has the anime sauce. If you've been watching Frieren 1 through 5, episodes 1 through 5, and you're like, it's okay, but like, I mean, it's not pulling me in. It's not like, I get it. But episodes 5 through 10, particularly with Stark, right? And how, you know, the dragon, and he's protecting the village. Like, I'm saying, like, it episodes 1 through 5, it ends off there. So I left my review based upon 1 through 5. Then I saw episode 5, and Stark, he's that dude. And I was like, oh, like, cause he was scared of the dragon. He's that kind of character type, and it's so ill where it's like, yo, he doesn't even know his own potential, right? Even his master was like, yeah, I'm actually like afraid of him. He doesn't realize his own potential. And the way he was fighting the dragon, and the way Frieren was describing it to Fern is like, whatchamacallit, like, dragons are intelligent creatures, so they know who to challenge and who not to challenge. And when she phrased it like that, like, I will say this, Frieren has a lot of ill philosophy, they have a lot of ill philosophies, right? A lot of ill statements where it's like, even like that statements about demons, but I'm gonna get to that. Like dragons are intelligent, so they know who to challenge and who not to challenge. So I thought that was ill, like an ill proverb, if you want to call it a proverb. And the way Stark was fighting that dragon, like the action scene, it still kind of reminds me of Jobless Reincarnation, and that made a comeback too. But like, if I had to say one is better, I don't know. That's kind of. I'm not gonna lie. Their action kind of feels like the same tier. Maybe I'll give a slightly to Frieren, like slightly, but yeah, that action scene with Stark fighting the dragon, that's what got me hooked. That is what anime fans, right, the ones who have like ADHD, like shorts, that is what we're looking for. That was it. If there was a moment to get you hooked, like, hey, like that kept me watching, the Stark fighting the dragon moment, that was it. People made video clips on YouTube about it. Like, that's how you know that's how fire it is. And then here's the thing. After that episode, it got better and it got better and it got better. Like, I can't refute that. That is point blank. After the Stark fighting the dragon, the action, the tension, the drive, like, just got better. And you could tell, that's what I mean, like, yo, there needs to be a purpose. Not like she's going there to find her friend, but like the final episodes afterwards, you know, like a town is being tricked by demons. And the purpose is to then save the town. There's a driving force. Not like, oh yeah, like the town is being, you know, conversed with demons, but nobody's really threatened or anything like that. So yeah, you could try to kill the demons, even though the demons aren't doing anything. Like, there needs to be a driving force. It can't be elective. Those, I feel like, draw more on people's heartstrings, my opinion. So like, even with the demons, right? And my next talking point is like, I think Frieren is kind of, and it'll probably show itself in later episodes, so don't spoil it for me. But like, I'm assuming she's forming a new party, kind of based upon the same skills of her old party. So her old party was OD. Her old party was like again the dream team, right? Because they killed the Demon King, so they must be the dream team. But the way Frieren is right now, it's like she's almost creating a new super team unconsciously with like her apprentice, who, you know, she taught to suppress her magical Kai. I'm gonna just call it magical Kai, right? And then Stark, the boy who doesn't even know his own strength, but has strength that's more powerful than her previous comrade, as well, the dwarf, like, who has more strength than him. Like, so she's almost creating a new dream team, and they're trying to save this town from these demons. And the demons are like, they kind of remember her, then they start to remember her, and they're like, oh, their pawns, like, yo, we can easily kill them. But again, the demons are underestimating, you know, Frieren's new dream team. I mean, trying to find out, trying to find out. So, and washed them, right? Granted, they got beat up here and there, but like, Fern washed them. Wow, I love that fight scene. She washed them. And then Stark, I mean, the boy got endurance, getting beat up. I thought, I mean, I didn't think he was actually going to lose, but I was trying to figure out, all right, how is he going to win this one? Getting beat up a lot. And she's like, you know, that demon girl, she's like, all right, I'm done. He, you know, it's a wrap. He's going to fall out. He's like, nah. So he takes the hits, and it's one of those kind of moments where like, you take the hits just so you get off a good blow. Bam, boop. She was done. And then, you know, Frieren, I mean, I kind of saw that coming, like, without a question of that. Like, Frieren just seems overpowered. So like, this is one in the anime that like, it has so many elements of other anime that people just like. Like, Frieren is the overpowered character, and that cliche really gets old to me, but they tell it in such a way in this anime that I'm like, that's really good. You know, like, cause like, she's not braggadocious, even though most of them aren't braggadocious, but like, it's like she's teaching kind of people too, which I don't really see that much in anime. I feel like the overpowered character just tends to be overpowered. They may have an apprentice here or there, but like, they're not trying to form like a super team. They're not like, so it's just different. So yeah, episodes 5 through 10, masterpiece. Still not really much of a driving force, but I feel like through their journey, they encounter situations where there is a driving force. If the motivation is to save the town, then yes. If the motivation is to defeat the dragon, then yes, right? But again, like, the series in general, like, from what I understand, the main goal, it's not enough of a driving force to me, like, to make it like, oh, like, this is like the best ever. Like, that, to me, that's the only thing that's really holding it back. But I've had to argue between, to me, like, the best anime that I've seen in recent years, right? I'm not saying it's Frieren, but to me, it's between Frieren and Solo Leveling, right? Solo Leveling is really, 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 really good. And I'm a hater, right? So like, I don't want to like Solo Leveling, right? But it's real, like, you can't, it's so much better than Jujutsu Kaisen. It's just so much, it's not even, so for what I've seen, it's just better. It's just, it's a refreshing anime. It's really good. Solo Leveling is really good. But then I said to myself, damn, who would I give it to? Frieren, so I will have to give it to Solo Leveling because it's a brand new anime for the year. But in general, like, let's say maybe in the past, like, 2 or 3 years, like, what's the best anime? Like, it's hard. It's very hard. I think I will still have to give it to Solo Leveling. Has a better anime than Frieren. But if somebody told me, if somebody was calling me a fool and was like, yo, I don't know, I'm talking about Frieren is better, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't debate you. It's damn good so far. Now, if I watch the rest of the episodes 11 through the end, and I see some fuck shit, then I'll be like, nah, Frieren fell off. But for episodes 1 through 10, it's top tier. Maybe 1 through 5 is a little bit slow, but it's not slow enough where it's like, you can watch it and like be into it. I'm just saying that if you're one of those people who have really, really low ADHD and you need like that anime sauce, drug right away, Frieren episodes 1 through 5 isn't going to have that. Solo Leveling is going to have that. Because Solo Leveling automatically from the jump introduces power levels, classes. Like anime that does that off bat is going to have that addicting quality where it's like you want to know, oh, the weakest beat the strongest, main character hiding true powers. Like that Solo Leveling is going to capture you right away. Solo Leveling, in my opinion, essentially does everything right and they do it off the bat. Frieren does everything right, but they're really, really focused on storytelling versus Solo Leveling. It has story too, but like a lot of the emphasis is on action versus Frieren is more like storytelling. Like Frieren is so balanced, it's not even like funny. Frieren is such a balanced anime in all categories. Maybe not romance, I haven't seen it so far, but it's so balanced versus Solo Leveling. It's not quite balanced, but it's still, in my opinion, superior. But I wouldn't be surprised if somebody said Frieren is superior. The only anime, in my opinion, that came close to like those two is like Hell's Paradise. I'm still waiting for season 2. Hell's Paradise was really, really good. Kind of cliche in the first episodes or so, but Hell's Paradise is up there. It's not better than those two, but it's up there. And then Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga will continue to be in the conversation. The reason why I feel like Vinland Saga really fell off is because Farmland Saga. So season 2 was slow. Season 2 was really, really slow. Like if somebody wanted to watch Vinland Saga and they didn't watch season 1 and they solely watched season 2, they would hate it. And I understand. But Vinland Saga is pretty much the closest thing to a next tier Berserk. It's the closest thing to like a Game of Thrones type-esque, like, but just season 2 is just not, and it's sad. I feel like Vinland Saga has a lot of potential, but it's not about that. Right now the time is Frieren. Right now, technically the time is Solo Leveling and Frieren, but like I said, right now, episodes 1 through 10, Frieren is really, really good. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's anime of the century so far. So I will give my review in episodes 11 through 15, or if there's less episodes than that, well, then whatever episodes are left. And then you guys will be left to decide. But it's your man MAS. I am out, but I'll be back with more anime reviews. Peace.
It's fairly long-lived for her kind. I doubt she's been challenged before. I can tell that much from the mana overflowing from her body.